Hi everyone, this is Cody Smith, and I apologize for the delay because I was trying to figure out how to get everything set up and to go live. It was a bit of a problem. I want to say that I apologize for switching times. I switched it to 10 a.m. because of a bit of a scheduling conflict. Wanted to get home because of some weather issues that we'll be having later today, potential snow and everything. But the main point of this live stream is what the title says. I want to support you. I want to support people in their endeavors and whatever issues they're having. I want us to be able to talk it out and make a plan together, but it ultimately has to be your plan, not mine, because I am a certified peer support specialist, meaning I can talk to you and ask you open ended questions that you cannot answer with just a simple yes or no, to where you can think it through and tell me what your goals and dreams are. And we can make a plan as to how to get you from where you are to where you want to be. But I can't make that plan for you because I am not you. I do not live your life. I'm not in your circumstances. I'm in my own circumstances, living my own life, but I really do want to help you and be there to support you. So, what I can do is, metaphorically speaking, as we're walking down that path, I could be there walking beside you. And, if there's a roadblock or something like that, I can help you reconfigure the plan so we can remove it. But that's about it. And I can't tell you what to do or how to do it. I can only say, well, based on what you're saying, why don't we try this or why don't we try that? I can't tell you what to do or what not to do, and that's it. So it's ultimately your choice. We're just working together as a team and trying to build you a team of professionals and getting you into the field or area that you want to be in and getting you from where you are to where you want to be. And like I said, this is going to be biblically based because, I have strong faith in Christianity and I have a strong feeling based on the evidence that I've seen that disability can be used as evidence for Christianity because in order for disability to exist, you have to have a standard for human ability and have to have some distinguishing factor between perfectly healthy, injured, sick, and disabled or diseased. And the only one who can set, and every standard has to have a standard setter, which means that there has to be a mind outside of humanity, separate from humanity, that created humanity and gave us our characteristics that make us what we are and who we are, and decides, makes the decision to do so, and has a choice as to what our characteristics will be, and has, you know, which requires an intelligent mind to do that, and also requires the authority and the physical power to do that, having both the strength and the right to do it. And that's what I think about and how I feel that disability points to a creator God, such as the God of the Bible and Christianity, because in order for disability to exist, we had to have started out perfectly healthy, and then something catastrophic happened to break us down and eventually cause the beginning, the origin of disability, that eventually resulted in the disabilities you see today and the wide range of signs and symptoms and types and subtypes of each one. And sin fits that bill, as in where this creator God placed us, made us, and had us on earth and set the rules of, okay, if you're going to live here, then here's what the rules are. And, if you obey them, here's how I'll reward you. But if you disobey, here's how I'll punish you. And that's just like with any earthly parent. The parent sets the rules and says, if you obey, here's the reward. If you disobey, here's the punishment. But you have the choice to obey or disobey on your own. So that's why I feel that disability points to that, because disability, it fits perfectly as a result of the fall of humanity due to original sin, and how humanity and the earth itself, the world itself, the universe itself breaks down, just like with the law of entropy, which says that we are slowly and steadily running out of usable energy. And that means that we started out with a certain amount and we're slowly running out of it, which means our universe had to be constructed and given a certain amount of energy. So that energy had to come from something or someone outside of the universe to initially build the universe and place that energy in it. And then as time goes on, we slowly but steadily use it up, which again requires choice, a mind, and a will. And of course, the builder is the owner and has a purpose in mind for what the building will be used for. Just like, the owners and builders of buildings here on Earth, they build it a certain way because they're going to use it for a certain purpose before they place certain rules upon it, as in, whoever comes in here has to abide by these rules because this building is used for this purpose. And, in order to be able to optimally use it for its intended purpose. And that's what I'm saying, is that's why I feel that disability points to God like that. And that's why I want people to know that, because I feel that's how disability points to God, because it's part of the breakdown of the world and the universe, and the fact that we're running out of energy. And that, of course, shows that we as human beings are also running out of energy. And that's what causes us to die, because eventually we grow old, we deteriorate, and then we die. As we grow older, we grow weaker, and things like that. And things can happen to us that are catastrophic. Like with my disability, cerebral palsy was caused by severe bleeding of the brain due to premature birth and unstable blood pressure. But how do we know that's a bad thing and unhealthy unless we have a standard of health that already pre existed me, at least? And the doctors were able to come in and say, okay, this happened to him, so obviously he has this disability. Be able to figure it out and those sorts of things. And that being said, I also want to let everyone know that I'm also writing a book about my life story and about um, how disability points to the existence of God and truth of Christianity. using my life story as a way to walk you through and show you, a day in the life of someone with a disability. And even though I can only speak for myself, I want you to at least get a glimpse of what someone's life is like, because it's like I say in the book, I feel like society, if you look at history, society has shoved us to the side due to a lack of understanding of disability. Therefore, we've had to create our own separate world. But I don't want that to happen. I want us as equal human beings to be able to come in and live in the same world, even though we live on the same planet. We tend to live in separate worlds because our circumstances have caused us to have to live life differently and do things differently. And due to a lack of understanding, we've been othered and ostracized and shoved to the side. So we've had to come together and create our separate world within the world that, you know, the majority of humanity is not part of and doesn't understand. And that's why I'm doing all of this, is to help with understanding and help people realize that we need to be able to communicate and to show that we're all equally human. We're just facing different circumstances, because no two human beings, disabled or not, face the exact same one to one circumstances. So we all do things differently based on those circumstances and based on how we choose individually to handle them, because again, we all have free will and we can make our own choices. So that's why we do that. That's the same with disability. Disability is a circumstance that I believe was caused by the fall of humanity due to original sin. And I think that, that points to evidence from the Bible, because if sin is the initial cause, initial sin is the underlying root cause of all disability, then obviously, if sin has ruined us, we need somebody to save us from it and fix it, fix the mess that we've made. Because we continue to sin and we continue to mess up. And the only person that could do that is someone who has never committed sin. And the only one who has never sinned would be God Himself. So He would have to come down from heaven with a perfectly sinless moral life and then suffer the punishment that we deserve, which He Himself says is death. So He would have to die most excruciating, horrifying, horrific death possible, which crucifixion fits that criteria, because it was the most agonizing death possible. It was literal torture. So that is why I say that. And that is why I feel that we as people with disabilities should be treated the same as everyone else. We should take the time to talk to each other. And that's why I'm doing these live streams, because I want to hear what my audience has to say. And I want to hear about your struggles and what you're going through, so that we can meet and find common ground and understand each other and help each other on a person to person basis. Just let disabilities vary case by case, person by person. I want to be able to understand you, and I want you to understand me, so that we can truly and honestly get to know each other and get to know each other's struggles and plan together how to fix those struggles and how to go about living life to the fullest for each one of us, because we only get one life on this planet, and we want to actually live it, not just exist, but live and enjoy what time we have, because we don't know how much we have. I mean, we could have 100 years, we could have 5 years, we don't know. So we need to do what we can to actually live it and enjoy it and help others and do what's right in order to truly live a fulfilling life. That's what I want for everyone, especially for people with disabilities, because I want us to be able to live the same as people without disabilities and not be ostracized or othered just because we're in a situation that we had no say in or control over. And I hope that others will join me on these live streams. I hope to start doing them every Friday at 11 o'clock, maybe 11, sometimes 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, I apologize for having to move this one forward to 10 a.m. because of scheduling conflicts, but I will try to keep it consistent from now on, and I welcome all questions and comments. I apologize for the delay. It took me a few moments to get it open so I could start talking to everyone. And please feel free to leave questions, comments, like, share, subscribe, leave video topic ideas if there's anything you're curious about, and I will gladly get to those as well. And don't forget to let me know what you think. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day, and I will see you next Friday, hopefully at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, for the next live stream. And I welcome all video topic ideas. And if you look in the um, description of my channel, you will find links to all of my other social media where I have TikTok. I have what's called Clapper, which is an American version of TikTok, kind of for older adults, like not necessarily millennials, but older adults, where you can post more serious content, not necessarily adult rated content, but stuff about the news and whatnot. And I also have my LinkedIn page, I have Instagram, and I have a Google Meet link where I meet every Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Friday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we talk about different things. Saturday is a Bible study, so feel free to look into that. And I will say the reason I use disability as evidence for Christianity is due to something called apologetics, which comes from a Greek word, apologia, which means to give a defense. So I'm using the existence of disability to defend the truth claims of Christianity, and that is the ultimate goal of what I'm doing, along with trying to help people with disabilities figure out what it is they want to do and how they want to live their lives and come up with a plan to achieve their dreams and goals. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. And again, I will see you next Friday, hopefully at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the next live stream. And again, feel free to leave questions and comments and video topic ideas. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you next week. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. And again, this is Cody Smith, Peer Support with Christ. Thanks, everyone.